Here is the topic today going to discuss is motion in a plane. Motion in a plane. Before going to discuss about motion in a plane, types of physical quantities depending upon direction. What are the types of physical quantities depending upon direction? Those are scalar physical quantities, scalar physical quantities, scalar physical quantities. Number 2, vector physical quantities, vector physical quantities, vector physical quantities. Scalar physical quantity, a physical quantity which has only magnitude but not direction. A physical quantity which has only magnitude but not direction. Such type of physical quantities are called scalar physical quantities. Such type of physical quantities are called scalar physical quantities. Example, length, time, mass, etc. Length, time, mass, etc. These are the examples of scalar physical quantities. Scalar physical quantities. Scalar physical quantities have only magnitude, but not direction. Magnitude in the sense of there is nothing but say numerical value. There is nothing but numerical value. That is the numerical value either positive or negative. Either positive or negative. Of course, it has only magnitude but not direction. It has no direction. So that means here we have say 20 meter length is the physical quantity. Length is the physical quantity that can be given as a 20 meter itself. 20 meter means here 20 represents the magnitude or numerical value. Magnitude, numerical value, and that is followed by a appropriate unit. But the numerical value as well as the appropriate unit both will be in inversely proportionality. That means here we have length L is equal to 20 meter. Length L is equal to 20 meter. That is in MKS system. Now that can be written as 200 centimeter. Of course, these two values are belongs to the same length, same object length. Of course, but here 20 meter is equal to 200 centimeter since physical quantity is constant. Since physical quantity that is nothing but length is constant. Physical quantity that is constant. Then 20 meter is equal to 200 centimeter. Here we have 200 centimeter is nothing but say CGS system. That is in CGS system. By observing this one, we came to know that here is the numerical value N1, unit is U1. Here in CGS system, numerical value is N2, unit is U2. By observing that as meter is greater than centimeter, that means units, the relation between the two units, then the numerical value of meter is 20 is lesser than 200. That means we are providing the relation is nothing but numerical value into unit is equal to some constant. We came to know that n into u is equal to constant since n1 u1 is equal to n2 u2. That implies n1 by n2 is equal to u2 by u1. n1 by n2 is equal to u2 by u1. And also it can be written simply, numerical value is inversely proportional to unit. Numerical value is inversely proportional to unit. So that for larger the numerical value, lesser the unit. For smaller the magnitude, greater the unit. Okay. So this is the definition of a physical quantity. Of course, physical quantity, a physical quantity that which can be measured, and that it can be, a physical quantity can be written as the product of the magnitude and with the appropriate unit. That is nothing but a physical quantity is equal to, a physical quantity is equal to numerical value into unit, where numerical value is called as a magnitude. Numerical value is also called as magnitude. So here we have two physical quantities. Those are nothing but scalar quantities and vector quantities. As we are giving the physical quantities, generalized expression is numerical value into unit, but those physical quantities are depending upon the direction. Depending upon the direction, they are classified into two. They are scalars as well as vectors. Scalars as well as vectors. But among them, physical quantities which do not obey the, or which do not follow the direction, but they just have only the magnitude, such type of physical quantities are called scalar physical quantities. But now in this chapter we are going to discuss with the scalar as well as vector properties also. Of course, addition of vectors, subtraction of vectors, and multiplication of vectors, and those properties. Okay, and what about the parallel vectors, types of vectors, position vector, null vector, unit vector, like that. Okay. So now what about vector physical quantity? Vector physical quantity. That is nothing but, vector physical quantity is nothing but a physical quantity which have both magnitude, and direction, and also it should obeys law of addition of vectors, Example of vectors, you know very well: velocity, momentum, and force, etc. Velocity, momentum, and force, etc. Such physical quantities are both consist magnitude as well as direction. Let us consider, see here, P bar is equal to m into V bar. Of course, m is a scalar quantity, but velocity is vector quantity. That can be written as say 20 kg meter per second along east or west, any other, along east or west, some direction will be there, or with making a certain angle theta with some other. Let us see how we can represent the vector. See here, this is x axis, this is x dash, this is y axis, this is y dash. We have a Cartesian coordinates, I cap, j cap, k cap are the vectors. Of course, let us consider, see, we will discuss later about Cartesian coordinates: north, east, west, south. Let us consider, here is a vector making an angle, say 45 degree. Of course, this is as it is south, as it is north, this is east, this is west, this is northeast direction. This is called northeast direction. And also here, if it is 45 degree angle, then it can be say northwest direction. That is northwest direction. Here we have southwest direction. Let us consider it will be 45 degree. And now here say we have southeast direction. So that is 45 degree angle. Of course, whatever may be the physical quantity, let us consider if a body is moving along this direction, so vector making an angle 45 degree and moving along the direction of northeast direction. Or if a particle moving along this x-axis, that is so called as a that is particle moving along E. Like that, we have to calculate displacement or velocity. Displacement or velocity or momentum, or if a force is acting on that body on the direction means force, of course. Okay, clear? Next, vector. Let us consider, see here. Here is a vector given. Here is the vector given. Vector r bar. Vector r bar making an angle 30 degree with the horizontal. Making an angle 30 with the horizontal. Let us say that is considered as say east. And now that is the vector r bar. Vector r bar makes an angle 30 degree. Makes an angle theta is equal to 30 degree along. 30 degree along north of east. Along north of east. Or and also it can be called as 60 degree. Theta is equal to 60 degree east of north. How can we represent it? Say that is theta is equal to 30 degree. See here, this is north, this is east. This is the angle will be called as a north of east. North of east. But what about the remainder? As those north and east mutual perpendicular, so it will be the 60 degree. Then it will be called as a vector r bar makes angle 60 degree of east of north. 60 degree east of north. East of north. Like that we have to represent the vectors, given vectors. Of course, now we will go through the types of vectors. We will go through the types of vectors. So that here I am discussing only the major topics of types of vectors. Very important. Say number one, null vector. Number two, unit vector. Number three, position vector. Position vector. I am going very briefly. I am not going very detailed. Why? Because of its synopsis. I am going to go through the synopsis. Of course, what about the null vector? Null vector is nothing but a vector whose magnitude is 1. Null vector, it can be defined as a vector whose magnitude is 1, whose magnitude is 0. Whose magnitude is 0. Whose magnitude is 0 is called null vector or zero vector. Null vector or zero vector. See, let us see. If a bar is a vector, then magnitude of vector a bar can be written as, if a bar is a vector, then magnitude of a bar can be written as modulus of a bar. But that magnitude of a bar must be 0. That is, modulus of a bar is equal to 0. A bar is equal to 0. If a modulus of a bar is equal to 0, then a bar is called a null or zero vector. Null or zero vector. Its magnitude is 0. That's why its direction is indeterminate. Its direction is indeterminate. Its direction is indeterminate. Okay. So now that is the definition of another vector. The description about second vector, which is nothing but say unit vector. How we can define unit vector? Before going to define the unit vector, we have to know the Cartesian coordinates. Cartesian coordinates. Cartesian coordinates. What are the Cartesian coordinates? I cap, j cap, k cap. I cap, j cap, k cap are the Cartesian coordinates, and those are used to represent the x, y, z axis respectively. We know three coordinate systems say along x axis, y axis, z axis is there, no? Of course, to represent the x axis we are using a unit vector I cap, and here to represent the direction of y axis we are using a unit vector j cap, and to represent the direction of z axis we are using k cap. And here x, y, z are mutual perpendicular. Those are orthogonals. Whatever way the axis is taken, there must be the angle is say 90 degree. So that I cap, j cap, k cap are the Cartesian coordinates. Those are called unit vectors used to represent x, y and z axis respectively. I cap, j cap, k cap are the unit vectors used to represent the x, y and z axis respectively. So that how can we define the unit vector? A unit vector can be defined as a vector whose magnitude is 1. A vector whose magnitude is 1 or unity. A vector whose magnitude is 1 or unity is called unit vector. Magnitude is 1. Let us consider if a bar is a vector. If a bar is a vector, then modulus of a bar must be 1. Modulus of a bar can be read as modulus of a bar. That is which is used to indicate magnitude of a bar. Magnitude of a bar is equal to 1. Now unit vector we can define in a different way. That is, if a bar is a vector, if a bar is a unit vector, or else a vector, then unit vector of a bar is that can be represented as a cap or a hat. A cap or a hat. See here, I cap, j cap, k cap. Like that I am writing here. A cap is the unit vector of a bar is equal to the ratio of the vector and magnitude of that given vector. That is simply written as say a bar by a. If the modulus of a bar is equal to 1, then that is the vector a bar can be called as a unit vector. So we came to know that is nothing but what about a null vector? Null vector is nothing but a vector whose magnitude is 0 but its direction is indeterminate. But what is the advantage of unit vector? Advantage of unit vector means a vector which is used to specify the direction, or the vector which is used to represent the direction. Here we have three types of unit vectors, so-called Cartesian coordinates I cap, j cap, k cap, which are used to represent the direction of x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively. Now let us consider a bar is a vector. Here a bar is a vector. What about the unit vector of a bar? How can we represent the unit vector of a bar? Then that can be say a cap, a hat, a cap or a hat is equal to a bar by modulus of a bar, that is equal to a bar by simply have to write say a is the unit vector. So what is the importance of this vector? It is used to specify the direction. And one more important point you came to know, that is nothing but modulus of I cap is equal to modulus of j cap is equal to modulus of k cap equal to 1. Modulus of I cap is equal to modulus of j cap is equal to modulus of k cap is equal to 1. Okay. Right. Now the third vector, which is nothing but say position vector. Position vector. It's nothing. Position vector can be defined as that is the vector which is used to represent the position of a particle within the coordinate system. Within the coordinate system with respect to a point. With respect to a point. Let us consider or else position vector is the vector that which can describe the direction or the motion of the particle in the given plane. In the given plane. Let us consider this is x-axis, 3 coordinate system is taken, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. X-axis, y-axis, z-axis. We know that is the I cap is used to represent the x-axis, j cap is the unit vector used to represent the y-axis, and k cap is the unit vector used to represent the z-axis. Let us consider here is a position vector or the radius vector that which joins the origin and particle p x comma y comma z. Of course, that is the tip of p. That is the tip of p can occupy the certain length or the space on x-axis. Of course, you know the coordinates x comma 0. Why? Because of an x-axis y coordinate 0, on x-axis z component is 0. Of course. Now along y-axis that occupies certain space is nothing but say point coordinate 0 comma y comma 0. Similar manner, but as it is a 2 dimension, it's not clearly explained to you, but that can occupy certain distance, of course, like this. Okay, of course I have to write that like this. Okay, that is the position vector will be located like this or like this. Okay, that occupies certain space. Now here see 0 comma 0 comma z, 0 comma 0 comma z, or else simply I can explain that. See, it looks like this. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. Let us consider here is the particle p, x comma y comma z. This is the position vector. This is the x-axis occupied, y-axis. This is about z-axis. Like that we have to assume. Yes or no? I think you can understand that. Now vector can be written as position vector r bar is equal to certain space x is occupied here, certain space y is occupied here, certain coordinates there, no? Like that we have to say xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap is the position vector that can be used to represent along x-axis that occupies the certain space, say x, or I can write like say rx, then it can be written as rx, ry, rz, then here I have write rx comma ry comma rz, or this can be represented like r bar is equal to rx I cap plus ry j cap plus rz k cap. Okay, now this is the expression for position vector. How we can write the position vector? We can write the position vector component along x-axis, component along y-axis, component along z-axis. So like that I had write r bar is equal to rxi plus ryj plus rzk cap. Now what about the position vector? Magnitude of the position vector. Magnitude of the position vector can be written as a modulus of r bar is equal to r root of rx square plus ry square plus rz square. It's nothing but length is equal to, in mathematics geometry, length is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. Why? Because of at the origin x1 y1 z1 is 0 0 0. Like that x1 y1 z1, x2 y2 z2, x3 y3 z3, like that. At the origin we have 0 0 0. By substituting we can get this expression modulus of r is equal to rx square plus ry square plus rz square with respect to this expression. Or else if we take this expression, r bar, modulus of r bar can be written as say root of x square plus y square plus z square. Root of x square plus z square plus. Now what about the unit vector of r bar? Unit vector of R bar is like that. We had right R cap. R cap is equal to R bar by modulus of R bar. R bar by modulus of R bar. So what is R bar? Let us consider this simplest form. Xi cap plus yj cap, xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap by root of x square plus y square plus z square. R cap is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk by root of x square plus y square plus z square is the expression for position vector. Expression for position vector. This is regarding vectors. Tomorrow we will go through the next topic. We will go through the resolution of vectors. We will go through the resolution vectors as well as the important topic parallelogram law of vectors. Parallelogram law of vectors. If you want such type of concept, already I am giving more topics regarding here kinetic theory of gases as well as friction, not only for NEET but also JEE mains and advanced level problems also discussed there. Now I think this is the first class which gives the class orient. I mean teaching explain about the small description about the topic like motion in a plane for a student is asked. Of course, if you like this video, just subscribe for the more updated videos, and not only the topics delivered by me, but whatever may be the topics you require, just ping me or give the message, or the WhatsApp number is there. WhatsApp number is given in the description. So please ask, subscribe given the link, and you can update it. I mean you can receive the updated videos. Okay, thank you.